What is up, everybody out there? Artist of Strong Style here. Here to show you a deck profile. You see right here? Fairy Tale Luna, that's pretty much for the Charmer deck. Now, the way I made this, it is 100% different than a regular Charmer deck. If you have seen Charmer decks about other competitive players play, their decks, it's completely 100% different. Now, reason why is because in this deck I put in, you are depending on burning your opponent, and it's with the kaijus. There are no field spell, and you only depend on one. You're only going to play one magic card out of playing for the familiars or the charmers. Now, how is that possible? Okay, I'm going to show you how it's possible. Now, like I said, this deck, you're only gonna, it depends on playing kaijus, and you are gonna burn your opponent. The game of this way of playing the deck is you want to burn your opponent to 0. So this is what I mean. Let's get to the deck. Okay, everyone would run 3 Luna. Luna's your searcher. Search for an 1850. That's most likely searching for your familiars. Now, here's the thing. It also has the effect of, let's say, when this card is normal summon, add 1 spellcaster monster with 1850 attack from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, quick play. You can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Your opponent can send 1 monster with that same name from their deck or extra deck, whichever you're choosing, to negate the effect and send it to the graveyard. Otherwise, both of those monsters will be put back. So quick effect, it could be done on your opponent's turn as well. A lot of people would use 3. I'm using 2. Now, okay, why? Yeah, of course, 2. I'm saying it's completely different. So you are playing Luna, but it's 2, not 3. Then, I'm only playing the fire familiar possessed, Hita. Now, of course, Hita is an 1850, so it can be searched for Fairy Tale Luna, and it can search for itself because it does not say, but you cannot search for Luna. No, you can search for any 1850. This is the only familiar I'm using. Hita. I'm not using the earth, I'm not using the wind, I'm not using the water. Now, it is a spellcaster, so one of your spellcasters you need. Then, okay. Then you're playing the Inari Fire. Now, to play him, you can special summon him if you have a spellcaster on the field. You can only have 1 out. So, pretty much, spellcaster, special summon him. That's the only cards I am using for level 4s. Well, somewhat. I'll show you in a bit what I mean. This is all you're using. So familiar, Hita, Inari Fire, and then there are different kind of ways to play this, which is the Awakening Possessed Inari Fire. It's a 2000 attack, level 5 monster. It has 2 effects. You can special summon him by attributing a fire monster and a spellcaster. Level 4. You can special summon him from your deck or from your hand. Has 2 effects. First effect, choose one of your opponent's monsters. It's going to take the damage of that same attack. That's what it does. The second effect is, when it's thrown to the graveyard, search for any magic or trap of the name Possessed. So that's what I mean by burn. You're depending on bringing this out to burn your opponent. It does not destroy the monster. It just hit a monster. They'll take the damage. So hitting a 3,000 attack, you are going to give your opponent 3,000 damage to the life points. And you still have, a 2,000 attacker. That's the whole point of the deck. Damage your opponent. Now, when you're playing kaijus are worth it as well. So you're going to go with the 3 Mad Flame Kaiju. So yeah, fire, pretty much, yeah, burn. You're going to go with 3 of those. 2 of the lightning. 2 of the star destroying. And then 1 mystery dust kaiju. So most likely you want, this is kaiju and you're using, of course, yeah, you're playing the familiars. So the charmer deck, yes. But you're playing kaijus as well. So yeah, everyone knows particularly kaiju. You can send one of your opponent's monsters away, give your opponent a kaiju. You can play one of your kaijus. You can only have one out. So most likely sometimes when you have, yeah, 2 kaijus, give one, that's a 27 attacker, play one of your own, hit that monster. So yeah, your kaijus you're using. Now, when you want to play that fast and you want to try to end the game already or just play something already, well then you're going to go Summoner Monks. This is one of my friends. He decided possibly run Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk, when you summon, switch to defense mode. You can throw away, you can discard 1 magic card from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon a level 4 or lower monster. Your Eerie Fire. Remember to play your Eerie Fire creator, that's what it is, your 2000 attack. You need a spellcaster and a fire. Tribute them both. Choose a monster, they'll take the damage, and then you still have a 2000 attacker. So yeah, you're attributing a lot of your monsters, but it's not that bad as you think. And then lastly, what I'm using, a Lava Golem. Another one of my friends suggested that I should put in the deck, which I did, and yes, it intends to work. Lava Golem. You're going to send away 2 cards, because it's a level 8 monster. Send 2 monsters from your opponent's field. Send them away. Goes to defense mode. Each standby phase, when it comes to their turn, they're going to take 1,000 points of damage. Unless they tribute this or use it as an actual monster. But every single time it comes to their turn, they'll take 1,000 points of damage. So again, burn your opponent. That's all you're doing. So yeah, you saw right there. No other possessed familiars I'm using. I'm only using the fire. And you're playing kaiju. So just yeah, that's all I'm doing. No other possessed familiars. As for magics, okay. I'm only using the Awakening of the Possessed. It's your continuous spell card. Now, when it is summoned out, when you summon out a possessed monster, when this is on the field, draw 1 card. What it also does, all monsters you control gain 300 attack for each different attributes you control. Charmer and familiar possessed monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. If a spellcaster monster or monsters with 1800 attack original is normal summon or special summon, yeah, you draw the 1 card. So that would mean anytime you summon out your familiar Hita or the Fairy Tale Snow, goes to you draw a card. Interpreted Kaiju Slumber, using kaijus. Destroy all monsters, including yours. You're going to give your opponent a kaiju. You have yourself a kaiju. What you must do also is when this is played, you must attack. Your kaiju must attack. What it also does, what's in the graveyard, you can remove it from play. You can remove this, banish it, search for any kaiju that you want. So most likely destroying the whole entire field. That's Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. You are using kaiju, so you're going to want to run this. Now, of course, nobody would play these, and I have seen decks, they don't play these. But it's Harpy's Feather Duster, destroy all your opponent's magic and traps. The Dark Hole, Raigeki, Cosmic Cyclone, which is a quick play, and it can be played on your opponent's turn. Hit one magic or trap your opponent controls, it gets banished instead of destroyed. And then since you're going to tribute a lot of your monsters, and you're going to need a lot back, is Pot of Avarice. Get 5 monsters. Get 5 monsters right back to your deck. Shuffle, draw 2 cards. Pot of Avarice. As for traps, the only traps I'm using that's called Possessed is just a partnership. So yeah, no unpossessed, no anything like that. Now, what you can do with this trap card, you can flip this trap card, special summon an 1850 possessed monster. Now, also, you can move this from, you can banish this, search for any magic or trap of anything that's called possessed or spiritual, if that would be the situation. Now, okay, no spiritual charmer, no anything like that, where it's, yeah, like I told you, this is all completely way different. What I'm also doing is the spiritual fire Kurenai. Tribute 1 fire monster you control. Tribute 1 of your own. They're going to take damage to what your monster you tributed to the graveyard. Take that much damage. So again, keep on doing damage to your opponent. And if you have to tribute yours, that's fine. Because that's almost like, okay, your kaijus. Your kaiju dark is the, yeah, of course, tribute 1. So let's say if it came to the point where if you played Slumber and you're going to give your opponent a kaiju, okay, your dust is 27. Your kaiju is 3000. Attack your kaiju because it must attack if you play the Slumber. And if you have this in your, so first off, they're going to take damage. Their little damage, whatever, and then if you need to, you want to try to end the game, tribute your kaiju, but then kaiju's 3000. So your opponent's going to take 3000 points of damage. Or try it to your 2000. So first, your 2000 is, yeah, choose a monster. They're going to take the damage. If you can attack, make another attack. So you give them like 2000 more damage. Or, yeah, just destroy the monster. And then you have your trap card. Do more damage to your opponent. That's all you're doing. And then just what I use is just the storming and the quaking. That's the deck. No extra deck. So yeah, if you saw how the deck looks like that, it's completely, almost 100% different. So, let's shuffle this and let's see what happens. So yeah, completely way different. No spiritual charmer to special summon, no anything like that. No field spell, no sacred village, no terraforming, anything like that. That's all I'm using. Most likely a fire deck. So yeah, you're burning. You're going to burn your opponent. One, two, three, 4, 5. All right. Okay, so Kaiju, your Hita, your Dark Hole, your draw. Okay then. So you can go Dark Hole, or maybe if you want, just set your trap. Okay. You can also tribute, but if you want to do the effect, that's only when you're going to special summon it. So it could be a regular 2000 tribute, but it's not going to do the effect. Now, what you can do, if your opponent has a monster, start with your kaijus. Give your opponent a kaiju. Your 27 attacker. What you can also do, you can play one of your kaijus also. Only one kaiju could be on the field for your field. So you're giving your opponent your kaiju. If you want to play a monster, you can go Hita if you want. So, hit the kaiju, attack with the Hita. Yeah, that's what you wish to do. Or you can keep Hita in your hand, but let's just say yes, you brought these two out. You draw. Storming, okay. If you wish to play it, you can, or you can just have it. Do attacks. Or sometimes if a monster they have were to attack your Hita, you can play your trap card. Tribute, so they lose the attack of their target. Tribute your Hita. Your Hita is 1850. So, the one that you tribute, as it says, Spiritual Art, Kurenai, tribute one fire, they take equal damage. So they're going to take 1850 damage. Okay, yes, Raigeki. And you still have your kaiju. Draw, okay, yeah, it's just another Hita you can do. So yeah, that's just a little, okay, so yeah, that was simple right there. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, you're 5, you draw. Okay, perfect right here. Reason. Always set. Here's what you want to do. You're going to go into your Luna. Luna searches. Most likely your Hita. You can do the effect of choosing a monster. Now, your opponent must send away that same monster. If it fails in the extra deck, they must send one of those away. If not, both get sent. Now, if that were not to happen, as long as you have a spellcaster on the field, you can special summon. That's 2. Now, here's what you can do. Tribute. Player, Inuri Fire, Greater. Now, if there was a monster, no matter what the attack was, let's just say it was a Dark Magician, 25, hit their Dark Magician, they take damage equal to what target you chose. So, 25 damage they would take. And you still have your 2000. Quake and Mirror Force. Now, I did not destroy the Dark Magician. If it was considered that, Dark Magician, no, I did not destroy it. Okay, but then, yeah, you have your Quaking. Your draw. Raigeki, everything if you want to. You can summon out another Hita if you want, have another monster out. Have your attacks right here. Your draw, okay. Here's the thing though, sometimes when you think you could possibly end the game, let's say they're at 25 life points left. Well, then here's what you do. Give them a kaiju. Bad idea? No, not really. So, you summon out your other one. Tribute. Special summon, but here's the thing. You can also special summon one from your deck. If you summon out your other one, remember, choose a monster. They have 25 life points left. Hit that kaiju. That kaiju's at 3,000. You just did 3,000 points of damage to them. They had 25 life points left. Game's over. You win. Okay, not so much of a good hand because I was just magic and traps. All right, then let's see. Okay. You can go out to your play to give your opponent a kaiju, and you play one of your own. So yeah, you would set. If you wanted to interpret it, okay, give your opponent a kaiju. Let's say you want your fire. You can give your opponent the dust. You still have this out. This is your hand. Attack the kaiju. Okay. If necessary, if you want to, remember, you have a fire. Tribute a fire. Give your opponent 3,000 points of damage. Good draw. Okay, set again. If you want to just do damage to your opponent, just give them the 33. Get your 3,000 one out. Let them do whatever. When it comes down to if they have anything that's going to destroy, just chain it. Your spiritual art, get rid of it. Give your opponent another 3,000 points of damage. They have a kaiju out, but then you have storming. You can just get your storming, play your storming, get back your kaiju. So yeah, that's all you're doing. So yeah, Summoner Monk. And if you had a... Yeah, this out. Okay. Switch to defense. Ditch out. Special summon. Tribute to fire. Tribute to spellcaster. Choose a monster. They'll take the damage of what that monster was. Maybe you can destroy that monster still with a 2,000 attack. If you had Awakening the Possessed and first out and you had this out, well then it is a possessed monster, so you would draw your card. Okay, Pot of Avarice is what you drew. But then, yes, when you have your monsters out, gains 300 attack. So, 23. Slumber, okay, get rid of it. Give yourself a kaiju. Give an opponent a kaiju. When Interpret is played, you must attack. So, 3,000. 33. No, not 33. 36. Hit. Draw again. Okay, possessed. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you have Pot of Avarice. Draw. Okay, another Pot of Avarice. Partnership. Special summon. When you have a possessed out, special summon. Draw your card. Harpy's Feather Duster. That's a good thing to go. Or, before that, remove it. Search for anything. Most likely, anything that's called spiritual. So you can go into your already. You want to play into your you want to do damage to your opponent. So 36, 300 points more for 1850. You want a Harpy's Feather Duster. Do attacks. You draw. Set your trap cards always. Damage your opponent by 1850. You're gonna Pot of Avarice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put them back to your deck. You shuffle. Draw 2 cards. So there you go. That's the deck. It is completely different. And what you're doing is playing kaijus. And what you really want to do is burn your opponent. So they have nothing. So yeah, I'm not playing the Earth play, which particularly special summons to make link plays. I'm not playing the water to play your link because I'm not playing an extra deck. All you're doing is trying to burn your opponent. So, there you have it. Most likely you would call it a familiar possessed kaiju burn deck. So, hope y'all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. Show you more deck profiles later. Talk to y'all later. Peace.